Just being honest and real here. If I don't pay my bills, I won't have internet. I might, I won't have anything. I have to work.
Okay, so 1MinuteMan. Oh wait, okay. 1MinuteMan says, so you didn't romance anyone in Baldur's Gate 3. That's fine. The option is lurking in almost every personal dialogue. I will agree there. It seems like the game developers really, really, really want to push it down your throat that you should be doing a personal relationship in Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, even Withers mentions it and says, gee, you didn't hook up with anyone yet. It's like, Withers, what the fuck are you talking about? You're supposed to be like a necromantic summoner. Why would you even bring this up? It makes no fucking sense. It really does seem to me like they're really trying to wedge that relationship shit down your throat. Why don't you once try an option and see how the game deals with it? And let's get a sample of how it works. Likely there's an opportunity with a feisty female winged creature later. Oh boy. She could help you or take you on a wild ride. It could be fun. Don't be shy. I think I've already explained many times my feelings about this, okay? Listen, if you're someone who plays Baldur's Gate 3 and you like everything about it and you like the fact that these options are in there, more power to you to enjoy a virtual romance option. Just like in any of these games, for example, any of these visual novel games, usually there's the opportunity to have the waifu or husbando character, right? There's even entire genres of gaming based around it, correct? In Japan, it's huge. They have all these different games based around that kind of stuff, right? If you like it, good for you, right? And that's fine. Maximum penetration. My personal take is that, unlike other games that I've played in the past, for example, Mass Effect 1, right, has these relationships with certain characters, whether it be Ashley or Liara or whoever, where over the course of natural dialogue in the game, it feels like those characters, and not you as a virtual person superimposing yourself into the feet of Shepard, but it feels like Shepard and those characters could actually have some kind of a real attachment or relationship growing over the course of the game. Per your dialogue choices in the game, you can unlock romance, right? And it feels organic and natural with the way that they put it into those games, right? This is my take. You can disagree. I feel like in Baldur's Gate 3, this was a feature. They wanted to sell this game based on you can hook up with anyone. Oh yes, money, 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 money. Very nice, money, money. Right? So they made it easy. At one point, at the end of Act 1, there's the party with the tieflings, and literally everyone in the camp hits on you and wants to sleep with you. Oh yeah, that's really realistic. That immediately, because you had one victory, right, in combat, everyone now wants to sleep with you, right? It's like, what? That's not meaningful development. It wasn't built through meaningful dialogue or relationships or anything like that. It was literally thrown at you as a dangling piece of meat. Hey, for those of you out there who want virtual romance, here it is. Come get it. Do it with anyone in the game. Come on, come on. And, I hate to say it, but you can get that feeling when I'm playing the game. And when there's people in the chat who are like, are you going to fuck the bear? Are you going to fuck the bear? You sound like an 8-year-old, right? You sound like an immature idiot drooling over the fact that there's romance options in the game and that everyone should just do them because they're in there. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, right? Now, again, if you're someone who is playing this game for yourself in your private life, you're not broadcasting it across the fucking internet to an audience of thousands of people, right? And I say thousands because even though there's a few hundred on my stream, there's all the rebroadcasters and there's also everyone who watches my stuff on demand, right? You're lying to yourself. If you want to enjoy the romance options, go for it. I'm not criticizing you, but I'm saying my personal take is that would be something that you would want to enjoy for yourself in your own private playthroughs, right? It's not like right now, let's start watching rated R movies, softcore porn from the 1980s and 90s of people boning. We're not going to do that on a YouTube stream. It's fucking weird. That's stuff for your own private enjoyment. You don't ask someone to partake it with you publicly, right? You don't. That's weird shit. Again, I've equated it to, imagine if you're sitting there watching a movie with your family members, and all of a sudden there's a love scene on the screen. Well, that's kind of awkward, because I'm sitting here with my parents and family members, and there's two people making out on the screen. Like, whoa, it's weird, right? That's something for your private life, your private enjoyment. It's not to be publicly displayed, right? Maybe you disagree, and if you do, that's also okay. But you got to respect my opinion on it. I don't want to be doing public romance stuff in my content, on my streams. That's not what I'm about. You're not coming here for that kind of stuff. At very least, respect my opinion. And that's a good thing. Back in the day, 14 years ago in my old playthroughs, yeah, I was trying to appeal to a teen audience, right? So back then it made sense. Today, I'm not appealing to a teen audience. I'm appealing to a more mature adult audience who've been along the ride with me. All right? The bottom line is, if you're someone who's here bothering me about this shit every day, why are you doing that? Do you know how fucking obnoxious that is? You shouldn't be bothering me personally about doing romance in games if I don't want to do it, right? How about I come to your house and I nag you every day to do something you don't like? What if I really feel like you should eat peanut butter and banana sandwiches? So every day when you go to make lunch, I sit there in your face and I say, make peanut butter banana, make peanut butter banana, make peanut butter banana. Well, I don't like peanut butter banana. Fucking make peanut butter banana. The bananas and the peanut butter are right there on the counter, so make it, bitch. No. Holy fucking shit. Relax. Some people just can't control themselves. Respect someone's desires to do or not do something. Don't fucking force them and twist their fucking the knife into their back. It just makes it more annoying. And this is the thing too that people don't get about me, because I've tried to explain it over the years and I swear people don't get it. The more you nag me about something, the less apt I am to do it. That's just the kind of person I am. Because if you keep bothering me about something that I've outright already answered or told you I don't want to do, it just destroys all desire that I would ever have to want to actually do it. Right? So, yeah, when immediately I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, open the doors, because there's sex in that room. Have sex with the bear. Bone this character. Bone that character. You sound like a bunch of fucking immature teenagers. Like you're full of hormones raging out of your bodies and you're uncontrollable. What is wrong with you? You know, put a fucking brain in your head between your two ears. If you want that, that's fine. Enjoy it in your own time, your own space, in your own playthroughs. Right? Or go to someone else's horn dog streams where they're doing that kind of stuff. You're not going to find that content here. Seriously. But again, that's the point I'm making, is the more you bother me about it, the less I would even be inclined to do it. That's just how I am. I don't know. It really is in my life. Let's kind of, maybe it's an authority thing. And you know, you tell me what to do. If you justify to me why to do something, then I'll do it. But if you just tell me to do it because you want it, then I won't do it. I don't know. That's kind of how I've always been. Maybe it is a thing, a mental thing from my childhood. Who knows, right? I wonder why I'm like that, but I'm definitely like that, right? On the flip side of that, if you tell me there's something that I can't do, then I'll probably be motivated to prove you wrong and do it, right? So you tell me to do something, I won't do it. If you tell me I can't do something, I will do it. That's weird, but that is how my mind is wired. Now that I'm thinking about it and just talking out loud on the podcast, that's definitely how I am, right? So anyway, that's how I am. So yeah, listen, again, I'm not going to sit here and hate on people who want to partake in romance in Baldur's Gate 3. Go for it, right? If that's what floats your boat, if this is what you want to do, have fun with it. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me in the least, right? It's kind of like, also, and this is what I also don't get about people, because there's like, so people want to be happy in their lives, right? They just want to be, you know, people say, well, you know, I'm gay. I don't care. Good for you. Happy. I'm happy for you that you found yourself and you found your sexuality and you can find a significant other who you love. Go for it. I want everyone in life to be happy. Really, I do. But it's when you start superimposing belief systems on others that it becomes obnoxious and intrusive and in some cases harmful. Okay? Ooh, women's. I gotta get out of here. Go ahead and be happy in your own life, in your own way. I completely am accepting of anyone who's gay, trans, and all of that. That's fine. But then when you start creating like wars between people who are straight and gay or trans, that's when it crosses the line. And I see this all the time online and social media. War, oh my God, because you're not 100% on this side or 100% on that side. You're all enemies. No, you're not. You got to grow up and be mature at some point, right? And it's the same thing here. Listen. I don't want to partake in the sexual content in a game. It's my personal preference. I've justified it out the ass a million times why I don't want to do it. I'm uncomfortable doing it. I don't think it's good in a public setting. I have no desire to have virtual relationships in video games because I'm happily married and I have that in my real life. I don't need it virtually represented in a video game. I don't get any enjoyment out of it. Literally, to do it would be forcing me to do something I don't enjoy in my playthrough that's supposed to be for enjoyment. So why would I do that? Right? And if you don't respect that, I don't know what to tell you, because I can only express myself in a respectful manner as much as I can before I'm going to start to get pissed, right? And if people keep bugging me about the shit, I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to ignore you now. I'm just not going to pay any attention to you if you're asking me to do things I've already justified a million times why I'm not interested in doing them. Now, if you really want to help out right now, and you heard all this thing, you're like, wow, Phil has a lot of ways to contribute. I wonder, what's the best one? What can I help with the most? It will be tipping me. Because right now, the first 2 weeks of the month, all of my bills clear, including credit cards, mortgages, utilities, okay? I rationally, matter-of-factly, very nicely, up front have told you a million times, I don't like it, I'm not doing it. And if you keep bugging me, you're going to piss me off, all right? So I'm just going to try to continue to be calm and not flip my lid, right? But again, now you know the kind of person that I am. You know what I'm saying? The kind of person I am is, if you tell me to do something and you can't 100% justify why I should do it, I don't want to do it. And on the flip side, if you tell me I can't do something, I'm more motivated to do it. You understand? So there you have it. Why do you think that so many people piss me off when they keep asking for the same shit over and over? No, I'm not going to do it, right? So there you go. And again, I don't want anyone to take offense at what I'm saying, because I'm not. I'm trying to be as not offensive as possible. I'm not offended at the fact that people think that it might be funny to see me react to this stuff in the game. I don't care for it. It literally would annoy me to do it, so don't ask for it. I'm trying to be as nice as possible about it. I don't know why people don't understand at this point that you're actually like annoying me now by bothering me with this stuff, right? If you're a well-intentioned viewer or fan and you know that I don't like it, stop asking me to keep doing it, right? I'm not going to do it. The more you bug me about it, the less inclined I am to do it. You understand? Every once in a while is a joke. Like, I thought it was funny when accidentally you get into one of these conversations, like with Gale, and they're talking about, what was it? The veil or whatever it was, and the magic powers, and all of a sudden he wants to smooch you. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, I thought that we were talking about the magic powers of D&D, and now all of a sudden this guy wants to start making out. Like, that's ridiculous, right? That's funny, right? But then you can say, okay, no, I'm not going that far. It's ridiculous. You can cancel out of it. But it's so unnaturally wedged into the game. Again, I feel like they wanted to make this a selling point for certain kinds of people who are so into virtual romance in video games with their, it's a whole industry. It really is a whole industry that now it's a selling point of Baldur's Gate 3 that you could do this with all the cast, and it's so easy to do because they're jumping your bones after the first third of the game, right? It's ridiculous. So if you want that, go for it. I'm not all about that. Please stop bothering me about it. I'm trying to be as nice as possible. I'm not interested in it, all right? It's really getting to the point where it's like, I feel like people are trying to purposely piss me off. That's not good. I don't want to feel like people who I thought are longtime fans and supporters are trying to purposely upset me. I don't think that's the case, but I want you to understand I'm trying to make this as clear as possible now. It's upsetting me. Stop bringing it up and bugging me about it, because I'm not going to do it. The more you ask, the less inclined I am. Okay? Let's see. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Stop bothering me. In a lot of cases, I feel like people just don't want to let go of the past. Because remember, I get 10, 15 years ago, that's the kind of content that I focused on because it got teenagers to watch my content. It did. Teenagers were all about that, sexual, risque stuff. They loved it. I haven't been like that in so many years. I changed many, many years ago. Just like people who bug me about John Rambo co-op and shit. It's like, guys, I haven't talked to John Rambo in 9 fucking years. It's not happening. I'm never going to do co-op with John Rambo again. I'm never going to go back to being the immature sexual commentary guy again. It's just not happening. It doesn't matter how much you desire it, how many wishes upon a star you have. Reality is reality. Things change over time. For the better, in my opinion. I like my content today better than the stuff I used to do, having to constantly be stretching the limits of the commentary I can do and always say the most ridiculous over-the-top thing to get attention on my content. I like my content now more. I really enjoy this better. Having real relationships, real conversations is what I meant to say. Real social interactions with all of you, instead of it me sex, racism or racial commentary, sex, violence. I don't have to do that anymore. I literally don't have to fill every moment of dead air, and I like that better. It's more true to who I am. Instead of me making crazy, really pushing the boundary shit up every moment, instead we could just be real people. That's much better. Don't show it.
Butt. Show me a big butt.
Don't do it.
A big male buttocks.
Don't do it.
Ridiculous.
Don't show any. Don't show it.
Smooth.
Oh, come on!
Man, show me more nudity. What is this? Give it a good dry in there. Oh yes, from side to side. This is very exciting. Up next, he takes a shit.
Okay. Now, if you don't agree with that, you probably should have jumped ship from my content like 8 years ago. It's been that long. Are you aware? It's literally been that long since I changed my content. People just don't seem to realize it yet. It's like, yeah, it's been that long. So time to move on. It's time to stop asking for old Phil. Old Phil is old and in the past and is not coming back. But there's a reason why I have a throwback channel. So if you still want to enjoy those old times and the old style, it's still there. You can still get it and like it and enjoy it over there. And we can all laugh at it together on these fun retro react streams, right? That's the point. I don't understand where the confusion is coming in. I just don't. It seems to be clear as day, written in front of you. Here's how things are. Well, I'm going to ignore all that and still go over here and ask for something else. Right? Do you walk into an Italian restaurant that used to be a burger joint and demand a hamburger? Well, sorry, sir, we're an Italian restaurant now. Well, I want your old burger. I loved it. Well, we don't serve burgers anymore. Would you like our delicious lasagna dish? No, I want a burger. Sir, we don't serve burgers. What are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? There you go, the restaurant analogy, and it works. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't serve burgers anymore. I serve gourmet Italian dishes. So if you want gourmet Italian, stay here on DSP Gaming. If you're looking for burgers, go across the street to McDonald's.
I almost got to touch her. I almost touched her. No!